San Francisco is overrun with drugs, crimes, homelessness, and billions are being spent to find a solution, and nothing works so far.
Well, a group called City Team is taking a different approach. They're working to save San Francisco one life at a time.
The topic on many California voters' minds is the state's housing crisis. The complex and growing problem of homelessness has now become a political football, with many GOP candidates slamming President Biden and leaders of blue states on this issue.
The largest surveys of its kind from UC San Francisco dives deep into why people are homeless here in California.
The overwhelming majority of people experiencing homelessness point to one thing: they could no longer afford their housing.
Since Newsom has taken office, more than $20 billion have been spent to reduce homelessness, but the number of unhoused has grown by a third. A different study found that the $10 billion California spent between 2018 and 2021 helped as many as 570,000 people, but many did not actually get housing.
Tonight, California Governor Gavin Newsom ratcheting up efforts to clean out those homeless encampments, the ones that have become synonymous with some of the state's biggest cities.
I think we can all agree that we need to do more to clean up encampments in the state of California.
Scenes of addiction, crime, and homelessness have overtaken much of San Francisco. At one time, a city considered an American destination.
So tonight's Prime Focus, ABC's Irene Shaw explores an encampment in the heart of San Francisco to learn more about what's driving the problem and what an expert on the ground says needs to happen in order to see change.
I asked UCSF lead investigator Margot Koschel a million-dollar question. Why are so many people homeless in California?
People are homeless in California because their rent is too high.
Funding comes as a University of California study finds 171,000 people are experiencing homelessness in the Golden State, representing 30% of the entire country's homeless population and roughly half of the nation's unsheltered.
This is a $14 billion budget. When I ran for mayor in 2018, it was $5 billion. Okay, $2 billion is going to homelessness and homelessness-related issues.
City officials cleaning encampments, unhoused Americans moving street to street, like Anthony, who says he's been living in a tent for the past 3 years.
California is home to half of all unsheltered homeless people in the nation.
What was really striking was that 45% of everybody was actively looking for work, and they simply couldn't find it. This leads me to say, there's a little bit of like a doom loop with homelessness.
During the end of our time with Anthony, he was offered a place to stay that would get him off the streets. But there are still thousands of people tonight, still on California's streets, looking for a place they can call a permanent home.